Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Christy, spelled with an E, and you may wonder why I am wearing a fancy dress in the kitchen. Well, number one, why not? Number two, because I'm making my out of this world mayonnaise today. So I figured what better than to wear my out of this world dress. Yeah, that's where my brain went anyways. But number one, or step one, I'm going to put a little apron on. Not because I'll actually need it or anything, but my mama made it, and I think it's cute. So I figured I'd wear it for the video. And maybe it'll help me keep my dress, and my dress wants to keep falling down. I guess it's a little too big now. Well, it happens with all my clothes these days. So, I know I say so a lot. I'm going to work on that, I promise. I have tallow in the oven. Actually, I'm going to use a towel. I think that will give me a better grip on that. So I have melted fat here, tallow that I rendered, and I have melted it down so it'll make it easier to incorporate into the mayonnaise. This is the fat content of our mayonnaise. Well, part of it, because eggs have fat in them too. But instead of using oil, I'm using tallow. I know I've done a couple of recipes before, but I think I finally hit the nail on the head where I've got it where I want it, because I make it all the freaking time. Let's go start mixing. Gotta get my blender out. Works the best way. All right, so for tools, I have my immersion blender. And I also have a mortar and pestle. This thing is so cool. I've got a larger one too. It fits right in there like nesting bowls. And then I've got some other little bowls. And I've got my measuring bowl that I mix everything up in. And I've got the tallow here. I've got apple cider vinegar, a little bit of salt. Yes, it is the pink Himalayan salt. And I have mustard seed. And right over here, I have, well, I'm not using that one. I have 2 eggs. So, man, this dress is, this may be the last time. I think it's probably the first time I've worn it on camera, and it may also be the last, because it is falling down terribly. So, 2 eggs. Egg yolks in here, egg whites in here. And I'm going to pour the apple cider vinegar into here. And I'm going to crush the mustard seeds in here. And I'm going to pour it all together. So, let's get to work, shall we? Or get cracking. Okay. Not going to do too much, but I don't measure this either. I just, yeah, that's about good. I have no idea how much that is, but it's a little tiny bowl full. So find yourself a little tiny bowl and you will know how much. I think I made too much. I'm not using all of that. I'm going to take a couple of pinchfuls, which again is a very fun measurement, a pinchful. Okay, so I got maybe did like 4 pinches. Okay, we'll do 5. I like odd numbers. 5 pinches. that leaves that much. I'll put that in a baggie or something. Find another use for that. So there's done. Add a little bit of salt. Not too much, not too little. Just find that sweet spot. Of course, I'm guessing. Add that in. And now for the blending. This place has outlets in the oddest places. But we're going to start this mixing up. Alright, there we go. Ooh, liquidy eggs. Now, what I have found out doing this, you know, I don't know how many times I've done it, is that if I need to slowly incorporate this into the eggs because this is warm, because I wanted it melted. So I'm not trying to cook the eggs, which I think I slightly did in a past try. So my last batch came out really good, and so we're doing it that way, with blender on the whole time. Whoa, we're halfway there. Got a rest of the jar to pour in there? No, that doesn't really work. Isn't it funny how it's twirling my measuring cup around? All right. As you can see, that is what it looks like now. And I have some aluminum foil over here, and the cord keeps dancing over the top of that. That's why you keep hearing that. Now it's time for the egg whites, and we'll do the same thing. Pour them in slowly as we go. Now we need to taste it. Yep, we did good again. Maybe needs a little bit more salt. I have learned not to put that in there and just leave the top attached because I have dumped it over before. So I'm going to add just a little more salt. Not much because I don't want it overpowering. And I am going to add me another pinchy, well, 2 pinchies of the ground mustard. Alright, put that back on. Alright. That was getting annoying. Now I need a spatula and my clean jar. That was the jar I had it in before. And again, this is good for, you know, a week to 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. And that's, you shouldn't keep it any longer than that. But if you're like me and you like mayonnaise on things, and this has a slightly different flavor profile than like conventional mayonnaise, but it is so good. It will get a little thicker once it's refrigerated, but you bring it up to room temperature and it will spread. I've put it on the hubby's burgers before and it works just fine as regular mayonnaise. I use it as everything. Even steak sauce, and I don't usually recommend steak sauce, but this is almost like a compound butter on a steak, so I'll eat it with a steak. Trying to make sure I get all of it, you know? Scrapey, scrapey. Gimme, gimme, gimme all that mayonnaise-y goodness. Little messy here. Let's wipe that up. Alright, and I got a lid right up. Well, that lid no longer works because it fell on the floor. This one did not. Both washed. And here we are. Mayonnaise. The best mayonnaise you will ever eat. And like I said, it'll get hard in the fridge, but stay spreadable. This is the best stuff that I found. It's absolutely fantastic. If you try it, let me know. Put me a message in the comments. Was this an easy recipe to follow? Goodness gracious, my dress keeps falling off. This will definitely be the last time I wear this dress. Sad because it's very, very cute. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that little video. And if you watched it all the way to the end, give yourself a round of applause. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have there I go with the wordy bits again. I hope you have a fantastic, healthy, and happy day. Toodles.